lot of y'all be talking about superpowers, but you're not getting no superpowers if you ain't transmuting the energy, if you ain't training every single day on your ether and your spiritual energy. You're not getting no superpowers. We're gifted with a human vessel. Use your body. Use your vessel to the best that you can in order to reach divinity, to reach God.
November 8th, there is going to be a lunar eclipse, and this lunar eclipse is happening in Taurus. What does this mean for the signs? Aries, I want you to watch out from your health, losing someone, money, and conflicts. Keep yourself calm and collected. Taurus, you will either lose a person or a job or gain a person or a job. You may be entering a new relationship or leaving an existing relationship. You may be entering a new partnership or leaving an existing partnership. Gemini, you as well have to be careful health-wise, and you have to be careful at work a lot. Try not to get into any arguments with any coworkers. Try not to get into any conflicts with any coworkers. November 7, 8, and 9. Stay mindful at work. Watch who you are trusting, because there is someone that is lying to you, or there is someone that is telling you they are this way, but they are really that way. Cancer, this lunar eclipse is going to be in your friendship house. So you've probably already lost someone, or you are going to lose a close friend to you. You are making that decision, or you've already made that decision. This is a time where you're going to sit back if you've already lost that friend and say, wow, this was the best for me. You are going to be at an event, and this event, something might happen. It's going to make you feel uncomfortable. So watch from that as well. Or if you have something that you have been working on, this is going to be delayed. Leo, you have to be careful because this eclipse is going to be squared, and you have the sun in Scorpio, which is also squared with you. Leo, you have to watch out from rumors. There's someone that is spreading some type of lie or rumor around about you. Watch yourself legally, drive safe, don't speed. All eyes are on you around this time as well. Watch yourself at work with conflicts with your boss or someone higher up from you, and watch out with your mom and dad, as there may be some problems that might arise between you and them as well. Virgo, around this time, I do not recommend you start anything new. I don't recommend you get into any medical procedures. Watch your driving, watch car accidents, watch for any conflicts that might happen between you, a neighbor or a brother, or within your house, and don't trust people around. Libra, around this time, you have to watch for your health, losing someone, losing money, getting scammed, watch who you're trusting around you. Do not trust too much people around you, and watch your mental health around this time as well. Scorpio, the lunar eclipse is going to make something that you are already going through much more dramatic. Watch yourself mentally, watch anxiety, watch depression around this time. Try not to overdo yourself at work. You are working too much. November 7, 8, and 9. Do yoga, do meditation, and pull yourself out of any negative situations. I will be posting part 2 next.
LeBron is being canceled, and it has nothing to do with basketball. Last night, the media interviewed LeBron and put him in one of the worst situations he can possibly be in. They asked him about his opinion regarding the situation with Kyrie Irving. And LeBron said this. He said he doesn't stand with Kyrie at all. And he felt like Kyrie sharing that link from Amazon, or sharing that from Amazon, was sending hate towards people. And he also said he even got rid of an episode on the shop that had something to do with Kanye because he didn't want to spread hate or send hate. And that got people pissed. It's a huge war going on with this situation with Kyrie Irving. And a lot of people feel like Kyrie Irving didn't do anything wrong. They feel like he didn't send any hate towards anybody for simply sharing a link, and he didn't say anything. Now people is taking matters into their own hands, and I have never in my life seen people say this or send this type of hate towards LeBron. A lot of people's frustration is coming from the fact that LeBron once was all Black Lives Matter, and they feel like right now one of his brothers, which is Kyrie Irving, is at war with the entire race of people, or a entire religion, or Jews, whatever y'all want to call it. And they felt like LeBron should have stood up for him. And when LeBron was put in position to stand up for a black person, he didn't. So this is where all the anger is coming from, and people is literally canceling any black person that's
about being a part of the Matrix. But I didn't shake out of that shit until after I got hurt. So a lot of people may look at my story and be like, man, he's the biggest what if, blah, blah, blah. You right. What if I didn't get injured? What? I wouldn't have found myself. I still would have been a part of the fucking circus, bro.
What is the circus?
I mean, only looking up shit that's on Instagram that they feed to you. Mm-hmm. That's the surface. Mm-hmm. Where it's like, oh, Black history, you learn something about Black history, and it's like, oh, I'm about to look this up now. That's the Matrix. And I'm free, bro. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm trying to get as much liberation as possible. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I wear the hat. Motherfuckers want to know why I wear the hat. I wear the hat because I'm trying to break free. I'm trying to get free. I'm trying to get as much knowledge as possible. I'm done with information and education because it can be weaponized. Information, education, how can it be weaponized? They told you Christopher Columbus discovered America. That's weaponized because he didn't lay foot on the fucking on the ground here. He just went around it. Right. You know what I'm saying? They started us off in Jamestown. There was people here way before Jamestown. It was people here way before the Indians. It was people, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Like, and we wasn't living in teepee. It was a lot of people that weren't living in teepees. Right. You know what I'm saying? Yep. You know, here, New York, it was called New Amsterdam before New York.
Yes, in fact.
You get what I'm saying? 1620 facts.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I want to know. And that's the journey that I've been on. Like, yeah, you may think I'm this drab-ass individual, but it's like a concept. It's all a facade. I just want you to think wherever. Yeah, think I'm a hooper. All right, cool.
That's crazy.
Why? I want to see if our energies converge.
Ooh.
He's vibrationally acceptable. Concerns our environment. I think it deserves more direct attention.
Topanga, is there any way we can do this assignment on the phone? Or by telepathy?
I don't think I'm weird. I think I'm unique.
Why? You're not thinking about showing up, like, naked tomorrow, are you?
No. Although I find nothing shameful about nudity. I was thinking about wearing garments from cultures more in tune with the goddess. Why do you care so much what other people think? When people laugh at you, they're depleting their own karmic reservoir.
You're gonna be one of those girls who doesn't shave her legs, aren't you?
If it's important to you, then it's beautiful.
President of the United States. Very ambitious, Miss Lawrence.
Yes and no. Not many people want the job anymore.
Oh, why is that?
Well, now that I've disbanded the military and eliminated nuclear weapons, the position is not as seductive.
For a president, isn't it?
We all wear togas now. It removes the hostile competition that fashion often creates.
This world of yours seems like quite a peaceful and loving place.
Yes, especially since we moved all men underground and used them just for breeding. Every time you're not true to yourself,
the earth weeps. The songs you sing out loud actually manifest, so be careful of that.
It's great, but I'm good. So I can't answer any questions about that.
Okay, so you don't want to give us a spoiler or something like that?
I'm good.
What about Black Panther 2? Anything?
I'm good.
I'm not ready for you to be dead, Chadwick.
But I am.
I would say to the Jewish people, I'm sorry for the offensive language I used in that tweet. I wouldn't do that again. This is what I really meant. I think people would respect you if you said that.
You know when I'll say it? When I sit down with the people who write out the contracts for the NBA and for the NFL and for professional music and for acting contracts. We need to go to the top lawyers, the top execs, the owners of the stadiums, the top 10 in each one of these categories, right? Let's read Michael B. Jordan's
but
contract.
why would any of that? Okay, but why would any of that? Why would any of that?
Bro, I ain't finished. I ain't finished my sentence.
Nothing you're saying has anything to do with regret.
Hey, boy.
Don't call me boy.
Don't finish. I told you. Oh, don't treat me like a boy then. I'm going to finish my sentence and my idea.
Nothing you're saying has got anything to do with the tweet.
Cool. Bro, I was in the middle of a sentence.
Here we go again. How come every time women and children start coming up missing, celebrities start dying, when it's a lot of chaos and just negative energy on the planet, out of nowhere, they always release a fucking Popeye's chicken sandwich? But this time, ain't nobody waiting in no lines, and they ain't running or selling out. They giving it to you for free. What the fuck is they putting in this good-ass chicken? And why the hell is all of a sudden they giving it away for free?
There is a new world and a new reality being created right now. And the beings that elevate their consciousness to a higher level will be able to experience heaven on earth. See, the world that we live in is shaped by collective consciousness. And collective consciousness is a program that was created by the Matrix. See, the reason that there is so much hatred, discord, and confusion on the planet is because these things exist within people. There are more people living in ignorance and in the ego than there are awakened individuals. So this imbalance creates the distorted reality we live in. But there is a major shift in consciousness happening right now that will lead to the creation of a new earth. See, based on the dualistic nature of life, if we live in a dystopian society, then a utopian society must simultaneously exist. So what we're doing by becoming more spiritual is that we're creating the space within the collective unconsciousness for a new reality to manifest. This is the new earth. But the thing is, only people operating from a higher consciousness will be able to exist there. So as we move forward, there will be two earths: the old dystopian matrix world and the new earth of the God.
When I teach this in the 8th universe to my students, in the universe where I come from, before I was here, and I talk about this planet and other planets, because just like I'm on this planet talking about other planets, that's what I was doing in the 8th universe, talk about these planets here. And these beings, like, it's a place where they got the gods locked up and they not at their full potential. And when we talk like that in the 8th universe, everybody laugh. Like, what? It's an actual place where the gods think they can be contained by the reptilians? Because we kicking their ass everywhere else. Throughout the multiverse, we fucking these people up. Reptilians play, we fucking them up. So here's like the last one is, and you know, motherfuckers be like, they don't believe it. Just like it's hard for you to believe it's a whole multiverse with other planets and galaxies, right? When I'm like, yeah, you can do this, you can do that. It's hard for you to see yourself doing it because you ain't seen yourself do it under this light code lockdown. You can't remember it. You can, but you gonna remember now though. You ain't got no choice. You finna live it. You ain't got no choice, but you fucking remember, you finna live it. You're living it. You're going through the process right now as we speak. You are being recrystallized whether you want to or not.
The young souls, the children as we call them, coming into our planet through birth now are the fighters. They are the last reserve. They're coming in at the end days. They're ready to fight. They're psychic. They're strong. And they don't care about dying because they understand they can never die. We misuse those energies by not giving them direction. Understand these, well, there's so much to presuppose, and I'm sure most of you are on the same vibe. I can only say that what we call children aren't. These souls now are strong. Some are very bad, some are very good, but none are weak. You must not be weak if you call them forth. And if you call them, protect them, because there is some unison, some harmony, some karma, a dharma that connects you with these souls. That's why they're born to you now. And the fact that the glands and organs function is lowered. The vibration of the entire body is lowered, the immune system is lowered, and you become an animal, a human. You lose your godship, you must then strive to re-get it, and must spend time that could have been spent better. Now we're trying to recuperate.
Belief surged through him. White hot, unstoppable. It felt like pure.
Concentrate. Trust yourself.
That our flying man attacked a car this morning. 2 people were found dead inside. It seems as if he's demonstrated super strength. People are intrigued about how he does it. Some people say it could be some kind of a... All the experts who are analyzing these images say, quote, this is clearly an extraordinary event.
Baby, we got superpowers. Get ready, because you about to go to work. Yeah. And some of y'all wonder, what's my power? What's my power? Think back. They showed it to you when you was little. They showed it to you when you was just this little. What was your superpower? What was that thing you used to do when you was little in your dreams? I know for me, I could fly. Not far. I had a tail.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I said. I had a tail on my. I had to run though. I had to get a little, like Mario Brothers, I had to run a little bit to get up there. And I did this. See, I didn't know what it was called back then. Remote viewing. I could be in this room and see over there in that building. I did one of these. I did that. It's there out in space, and I could see you wherever I needed to. Hold on, I got another one. I could jump into your body real quick and see what you were seeing and feeling. I did this as a kid in all my dreams. They were showing us that show power. Get ready. Get ready.
What's up, y'all? It's your guy, Marmayat, and this video is gonna be about how the chosen ones have to keep their body right to get ready for the solar flash that's coming. Alright, so by this time we have all heard that the earth is going through a shift, through an awakening, and we also know that there's going to be a solar flash at some point. Not a lot of people know when it is, but I feel like I might know what it is, if you know what I'm saying. It was speculated to be in 2020 during the winter solstice, but something did happen and stuff did happen, but it wasn't the big event that people are waiting on, the Carrington-like event that is going to happen. I promise you, I have seen it. I know what's going to happen. I know this shit is so amazing, bro. This shit gonna be crazy, but it's happening, bro. Just be ready to wake your shit up and get the fuck up and start moving. You know what I'm saying? But this video is why everybody else may be able to eat anything and keep, you feel what I'm saying, keep living that same lifestyle. They can eat meat and do all that other shit, but the chosen ones are not able to uphold the same lifestyle they used to uphold with eating meat and eating candy and sweets and all this processed and chemical shit. We can't do that no more. You feel what I'm saying? This is why. Alright, so for the solar flash, you're gonna have to be able to absorb high frequency radiation and absorb light. You feel what I'm saying? Absorb electricity, literally. You feel what I'm saying? So with that being said, your body has to be healthy and your melanin has to be active. You feel what I'm saying? You have to be able to absorb it. A lot of people you see in today's society, they get hot when they go outside because their melanin is not active. You feel what I'm saying? But I go outside right now in the sun. I would go outside right now, but it's raining. You feel what I'm saying? But if I went outside right now in the sun, it feels good on my skin. That means my melanin is active. And when I sit out in the sun, my melanin gets darker. That means it's charging up. And then when I go back in the house and sit for a little bit, the energy from my melanin absorbs into my skin and into me. You feel what I'm saying? So that's showing that my melanin is active. Plus, I can't get sun cancer. But when your melanin becomes dormant and is no longer active, you can get sun cancer and the sun starts to get hot to you and you no longer get darker in the sun. You feel what I'm saying? That's why you have seen cases of black people with skin cancer. It's very small cases, very few cases, but they do get skin cancer because their body is literally going against them now. The melanin is no longer working. But for the chosen ones, bro, our melanin has to be working in order for this solar flare. You feel what I'm saying? In order for us to be awakened during this time of the solar flare. For one, just for us just to be awakened in general, because we're magnetically being pulled towards a better life so that we can uplift other people in life, raise the frequency of this planet. We're being magnetically pulled towards that and magnetically pulled towards eating better. That's why it seems like somebody else can eat some shit and it doesn't affect them, but you eat some shit and it affects you. We have to be preparing our bodies for this solar flash so we can absorb this radiation and absorb this DNA, because it's UVA, UVC, and UVB radiation being emitted heavily on this planet right now, and also red iron oxide dust. It's so much being emitted from the atmosphere, from the upper atmosphere, and from the outer atmosphere, from space, you feel what I'm saying, where the sun is, and all these planets. There's so much energy being emitted, and we have to absorb this energy. And when the time comes for this solar flash, our bodies have to be ready for this energy, which is why we cannot eat the same shit and do the same shit these other people do, because we can't.
A military helicopter belonging to the Tennessee National Guard plunging out of the sky near Huntsville.
Wow.
There were no survivors. ABC's Victor Okendo with the disturbing images and the details just coming in.
Tonight, a Black Hawk helicopter from the Tennessee National Guard crashing near Huntsville, Alabama during a training exercise. 2 guardsmen on board killed.
It's crazy.
Security video capturing the moment the helicopter plunges to the ground. A black cloud of smoke in the distance. Plumes rising near Highway 53.
Hope everybody all right. Hopefully he ain't hit no cars or nothing like that.
First responders finding no survivors and the chopper engulfed in flames.
Saw the helicopter go over our head and bam, I just hollered, my Lord.
my God, because nobody could have survived that.
And if you get on be careful when it comes to getting on flights right now, bro. This is the 4th time I've heard about something like that this year, nigga. This shit happened to my mans. I saw another story like this on social media. An ESPN announcer, Jay Will, this happened to him on a flight recently. Like, this is a repetitive thing, and these are just the stories that I've seen. Planes will just out of nowhere just start descending, nigga. Imagine you on a plane and that joint just starts descending and nosediving, nigga. Now, I can't put it into perfect words, but if you watch the movie Geostorm, they talk about how solar flares and solar winds can affect the magnetosphere of the planet. This is happening all of the time. It's happening a lot more lately. It's the highest they've been in a decade. All right, it's real active right now. What is turbulence? Violent or unsteady movement of air or water. Some regular turbulence is not gonna send a plane thousands of feet into descent. Now, y'all can do what you will with this information. This was only a minute, 11 seconds worth. But me personally, I'm not getting on a flight, bro.
We are very, very close to some sort of energetic shift that the sun is going to do. This is a massive consciousness shift. Everybody kind of goes into a psychedelic trip. They start to get really telepathic. They can move things with their mind. People will freak out. It is going to be bizarre, but once you've acclimated to it, you're going to have wonderful new abilities. You're going to be more psychic. That's really what they should be telling us. This is the key of disclosure.
Meanwhile, solar flares are pouring in. All right. When everybody got sick, it's because they sprayed the air. But at the same time, it was a combination of them spraying the air to try to combat off the rise in frequency. See, these genetics you got are unlocking. So you experiencing headaches and all type of ailments that's coming off as a form of sickness because your body, your avatar is being recrystallized. Okay? So they're trying to stop. That's why I keep saying, motherfuckers sitting here playing. Alright? You have no clue what you are about to experience. Stop looking for dates. Stop looking. What day is it gonna be? Stop playing with me like that. Stop playing with yourself like that. You don't need dates. Pay attention. That's all you gotta do. And prepare. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. Free Larry Hoover. Okay? I'll repeat that.
To see these trails in the sky all the time, and so oh, that's cool. A jet just went over, and then you started to see a whole bunch of them. And the next thing you know, everybody in your neighborhood was fighting and arguing, and you didn't know why. Okay, and you really didn't know why. I mean, everybody was fighting.
And Kylie Jenner famously tweeted out an image speculating that chemtrails might have something to do with the population decline in honeybees. The theories persist in large part because they spread.
Some begin to suspect the military could still be carrying out experimental projects on U.S. soil.
That there's a sinister plot going on with the government, that they're actually spraying chemicals in the sky that would create these trails of clouds, possibly in different colors.
Some even wonder if these chemtrails contain mind-altering substances.
There's a lot of discussion. What's a chemtrail? I know people who think they're poisonous.
Now, the powers that be don't want you to use it, and thus we've all heard of calcification.
It's pineal gland.
You decalcify your pineal gland. It's being calcified predominantly by fluoride. Fluoride added to your water supposedly just to stop us getting cavities. It's strange how it calcifies the most important possible gland for us to have any form of spirituality. And here we are at a time where many people think they're just bags of skin without any spirit, soul, or connection to a higher being. Because their pineal is calcified and they can't feel it. It's atrophied by that which has been put into our water and poisoned through processed foods, processed waters using fluoride, and also the media which we take in, such as television, which ultimately shuts it down all it wants to, because you surrender to a false light instead of to the natural light, which is where the photons can come to you. Get a false light all the time, you're not going to get those photons. The pineal gland is a very important thing. Christianity spoke about it, Hindu faith speaks about it, Buddhism speaks about it, all faiths across the planet spoke about it, all ancient religions have the pinecone symbology. You must eat right. You must go into the dark to see the great light, and you must understand that this tool in the center of your brain is where you will find out how you can live your highest good.
Anybody else think it's crazy that over the last 200 years, the government and corporate America has dug up every single plant that grows fruits and vegetables, passed laws to discourage gardening, removed the gardens from all the homes, made people start to pay for food because they realized that the less time you have to spend taking care of yourself, the more time you can spend being a slave. And also, the fact that everywhere you go and you see trees for miles, those are all male trees. And they planted male trees so that there wouldn't be any fruit to grow on them, so that you would have to pay for it.
Vibrate so high that certain people can't even be around you because your energy is so strong. Vibrate so high that anybody that's wishing to do evil upon you, it shall be revealed. Vibrate so high that any evil entity feels uncomfortable in your presence. Vibrate so high that strangers come up to you and compliment you. Vibrate so high that people want to be around you because you actually heal them. Vibrate so high that anybody that wishes to do harm towards you shall perish. Vibrate so high that anybody that has evil intentions shall get revealed. Vibrate so high that you heal the earth. Vibrate so high that you heal your community. Vibrate so high that you heal the world. Vibrate high.
We haven't even talked about the cell phone and just how cancerous causing is the cell phone. Just by having your cell phone in your pocket increases your risk of cancer by 34 to 60%. Having it on your head, that's why I always speak on speakerphone. Okay, the phone, the EMF frequency that operates off of a cellular phone is called radio frequency, right? They use radio waves. Radio waves is used to boil water. That's how you heat up your food in a microwave. It don't heat up the actual texture of the food. It heats up the water molecules inside the food, bring it to a boiling temperature, then it beeps, bing. That means your food done. You don't realize the functionality that just happened there. The radio frequency waves shot through the molecules, the water molecules of the food, and it boiled it. It literally fried it, and that's what made your food warm. The same exact radio technology is in your phone. These same radio waves, and you putting it up to your head. Do you know your brain is 93% water? Your brain, 93% water. They call them ventricles. Inside these ventricles is pockets of fluid. All this water in your brain. And then you get this microwave that you call a cell phone and you put it on your head. And we're not realizing when you keep doing this day in and day out, where you got your face this far on your phone, or you got your phone on your vagina, you got your phone in your bra, you got your phone in your pocket next to your prostate or your ovaries, we are heating up the actual H3O water molecules in our body, and we're not realizing that this stuff is a big factor in causing cancer.
Wake the fuck up.
So I got a crazy theory, right?
5G zombies, huh?
So peep this shit real quick. Y'all understand that vibration and frequency can be able to shape different like atoms and particles and things like that, right? Due to wherever like the vibration and frequency is set at, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Peep. So you know what this had me thinking about, right? What if, hold on, what if this, right? Just try to figure out what I'm getting at. Can control these, which is inside of, y'all know what I'm trying to say, you feel me? To do this.
Uh-oh.
Alright, so look, right? This movie is World War Z. If you think about it, y'all, it really makes sense, bro. We know that the body's a conductor, and they're trying to connect us all together.
You are not your body. So therefore, your spirit ethereal body has a different food source than your physical body. If you fuse your spirit body or your ethereal body with your physical body, you can eat directly from the source. So the soles of your hands, the soles of your feet, the palms of your hand, these transmute energy. These are your 11 chakras. Your aura is you have 7 levels of existence. You only see them with the 2 eyes, which is the 3rd dimension, which is the densest level. You have a 7th eye, which is your crown chakra. When your kundalini is flowing, you're supposed to know this, Mr. Amara. When you no, it's Egyptian as well. When your kundalini energy is flowing and all your chakras are aligned, your light body is permeating, and your light body takes over the physical realm. And you see, once your light body takes over the physical shell, now you eat on that realm because that is the driver that's in control. So you have never transmigrated the physical realm, so you don't have no experience. So yes, I astral project all the time. What are you talking about? I leave this shell all the time. No drugs, no nothing. So you're not functioning in your higher self. Your understanding is down here. So what I'm saying to you, you can't fathom. I'm in college and you in 5th grade and you trying to tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. When it comes to the physical realm, you have 7 eyes. You got your 2 physical eyes. These see the 3rd dimension. You got your 4th eye, your 5th eye, your 6th eye, your 7th eye. These are all chakras within the head. Not the 7 body chakras, but the head chakras. You see the world from these 2. You don't see them from these other 6. I mean these other 5. So with that being said, you don't operate on your spiritual body. Now when it comes to the first original language, if you were actually able to transcend and study history, you would know that the first physical language was not physical at all. The first language was telepathy, and we emitted colors and we spoke through colors because we were light beings. Before we became physically condensed, we were ethereal and light entities. So now when it comes to the original language, you have to understand that the fact that you even use a vocal cord, you are at a lower frequency. You don't function on your mental plane.
Talk about raising vibrational frequency, it's done through love. Also, when you talk about following Christ, it's a metaphor for Christ consciousness. The Bible is allegories of the human body. Solomon's temple, and inside was the Holy Trinity, your pineal gland, the soul of man's temple. Moses parting the Red Sea, he split the right hemisphere and the left hemisphere of his mind so he could walk the path that God intended for him. You are the Holy Grail. Your head is the chalice and your neck is the handle. Your endocrine system, serotonin, melatonin, dopamine, falls to the sacrum and then it rises, the 3 wise men bringing gifts to Christ, giving you the gift of enlightenment, connecting you with the Christ within, or the Kundalini rising. It's the same thing. If you're following any forms of religion and you're externalizing your prayers to some big man in the sky, you're externalizing your power. This also allows you to send the blame to someone else, exalting accountability for your mistakes. And it's also making you weak-minded. When you start to understand the syncretisms between religions, it's not that you are God. You're an extension of God. You're an extension of God's expression. And you can't raise your vibration and then go do things that vex your higher consciousness and think that your vibration is still rising. Raising your vibrational frequency can only happen through love. This is scientifically proven. When you're in a state of fear, your DNA shuts down. Experiencing anxiety, depression, grief, these are all low frequencies that shut down your DNA. Why do you think the television leads with fear? It's for control. Your beliefs are being hijacked so they can dictate your actions. Law of awareness. No action will ever come from a non-belief. Who's giving your beliefs? Who's giving you your concepts? That's why having a loving relationship with Christ, it definitely helps. But that loving connection you're supposed to seek within yourself. Having communion with yourself, becoming your highest self, and vibrating that to your surroundings. Listen, the way religion's being represented is meant to cause division. More importantly, the system makes you very rational, so you interpret all these allegories as actual stories. Then you externalize your power and fight amongst each other, arguing about who's right, when the truth is you're all right. But you have to look at religion metaphorically. And if you're able to do that, then you'll realize they're all pretty much saying the same thing. All the while, the powers that created this system are laughing at you, fighting amongst each other, completely misunderstanding your religion, while they reap the benefits in this fictitious hierarchy that they created. We won't start seeing better days until unity. You need to master yourself so that others may not bend you, so that the matrix does not bend you. Stop externalizing your power and turn inward. It's that simple.
Gems, minerals, and certain metals is, quote, not folklore, but rather a forgotten science that can benefit health, emotional, mental, and spiritual development. Again, his quotation, do not take this as superstition or as a good luck charm. It is the atomic structure. It is the vibrations. It is the qualities of light that these gemstones project that enhances our etheric body. And it is our aura that is the etheric body and leads to the light body. But it is gemstones that he said are tools. And tools is the key word. They're not cosmetics. They're not vanities.
So that's good for protection is amethyst, or a violet stone. You wear it on your chest as a pendant. Another one is a rose quartz. In the psychic self-defense class, I have one person stand on one side of the room. They're the victim. On one side of the room is a psychic attacker. In the class, we have someone who could see energy. Go, attack. Don't say anything verbal. Just in your mind, send negative energy. So the clairvoyant was watching. She was going, wow. Of course, everybody's going, what do you see? She goes, well, I see a lot of dark grayish, look like arrows and spears coming off, and it's just like if you ever watch movies where you have 1,000 people shooting arrows, it's flying like that. But instead of just arrows, it's just like dark, gooey, muddy, whatever, flowing this way. And then when he came over to his aura, the amethyst has saturated his aura with violet light. When that negative energy hit that area around his chest, it literally exploded and disintegrated.
is another mind blower, like deprogramming the aspect of understanding really just how nature works, the code of nature works. This guy's got a serious sound system. Clearly, he put a lot of money. You can see the wires all on the bottom, and the doors are all custom made. But what's pretty cool is he'll close this door here, and the music's going to start playing. And as it does, these subwoofers get to moving about, right? And you'll start to see that we get some shake going on, but pretty soon matter finds its harmonic resonancy. It becomes in harmony, right? The sound or nature itself, it's almost as though the matter is dancing with the sound itself, right? Finding a harmonic balance there. And I just really find that fascinating that, sound allows the movement or the dancing of solid matter in such a unique way. So cymatics and the research of cymatics is really, really, really interesting.
I'm about to blow your fucking mind. Sorry about the fan in the background, just ignore it. So I truly now understand, as a psychic medium / having a human experience, why it's important to be in the now. Your mind does not create new. We do not think thoughts, we receive them. This is what we mean by vibrations. When you're in a certain vibration, rather the vibration is dealing with sadness, anger, whatever, it's in one category, or happiness, calm, content, it's in another category, you're going to receive thoughts in likeness to the vibration / emotion that you're feeling. When you are not in the now, you're not connected to the new energy that is emerging, that's going to have you receive new thoughts. So when you're not in the now, you're in your mind, and your mind can only recreate what it's already experienced. God. If you're watching this video, your life is about to fucking change, because understanding this is a fucking game changer. First of all, it's letting you know, fuck your mind, bro. Like, don't listen to it, especially if it's bad. Like, that is your enemy, not anyone outside of you. And matter of fact, when you do attract people who are being like a shit to you, it's because they're reflecting what you're believing in your mind. When you're not in the now, feeling the new energy that only matters, you're going to regurgitate thoughts, which is why people are depressed, bro. What is depression? When you feel like you have no vitality, no energy, every day feels the same. And that's because you are not focusing in the now. You're most likely focusing in the past, or you're having anxiety. And the reason why you have anxiety about the future is because your mind is creating future situations based off the fucking past. Because logically, you're only going to be able to receive new and vital information when you are in the present moment, bro. Why do you think, especially in America, we live in a society that wants to take you away from the present moment? Because that is where your fucking power lies. So remember, we don't think thoughts, we only receive them, and we receive them by the vibration we're in. So if you want new and good feeling thoughts, you have to be fucking present, because that's a gift.
All right, see that right there? Water manipulation. What is he using? Using frequencies. You can use frequencies to alter the structure of any density. Any density structure. You can alter it with the with frequencies. You just got to figure out what harmony or frequency that it needs to do that. You feel what I'm saying? You can figure it out. It's all easy, but this is what they use by they recruit your artists. They recruit most of these artists because they know, like XXX is talking about in his interview, that he can use frequencies to make you feel a type of way.
Yeah.
So most people don't know you can use frequencies to make you feel a certain type. That's why mostly people can't go a whole day without listening to music. Music play a big part. And this is why they recruit most of these artists. But they got to put out the music that they are what? Instructed to put out.
Frequencies daily will change your life. Number 3, 417 hertz. This frequency promotes conscious and subconscious positive change, helps your mind cleanse itself from past traumatic experiences, gets rid of negative energy in your body, also helps balance and heal the sacral chakra. Number 2, 528 hertz. This frequency is associated with healing and balancing out the solar plexus chakra, helps reduce stress on the endocrine and autonomic nervous systems, gets rid of any tension, anxiety, reduces total mood disturbance, which is just all of the negative moods you might feel just in one. Not to mention, it also induces testosterone production in the brain. Just listening to this frequency for 5 minutes a day should change your life crazy. And number 1, one of my personal favorites, 396 hertz. This frequency helps clear the mind of subconscious fears, worries, and anxiety by bringing down defense mechanisms in the brain. This is one of the main frequencies used in sound healing. This frequency also helps balance out the root chakra, helps get rid of any blockages that you might have, gets rid of that guilt feeling and any negative thoughts that you might have, and is also great for if you're trying to get rid of any addiction and trying to sober up. I recommend meditating with these frequencies or replace them with the music that you listen to daily.
So this mudra actually makes you tap into a frequency. Everything in this world, at the core, is energy, frequency, vibration. That's why it's very important to protect your sacral energy. That's why it's so important to protect your mind, your consciousness, because whatever you vibrate at, the information that you vibrate at is what you will receive. That's why media and the school systems all make you vibrate at low vibrations. I literally use frequencies to manifest health. From that moment, when I literally seen my skin completely changed by the sound, and I asked questions why, it led me back to energy. It led me back to understand why Nikola Tesla said the secrets of the universe is in energy, frequency, vibration. Why Leonardo da Vinci was Leonardo da Vinci, tapping into this esoteric knowledge. Why Charles Darwin was Charles Darwin, understanding to stay and tap into the energy of desire. The energy of desire is secreted then in the universe. People have forgotten how to do that. It is time to remember and be aware of it, be aware of our true self in a world full of lies, because it's time to create a dent in the universe and create a life